Check it. Oh, I think I got the fever. I'm heated. Pumping up the meter.
Okay. Hi.
I'm waiting for you to start this time. Last time I did.
I'm gonna start this time. Hi.
Welcome to another PIPIN HOT podcast.
PIPIN HOT podcast. PIPIN HOT episode?
It's PIPIN HOT.
It's PIPIN HOT.
Welcome to the PIPIN HOT podcast. I'm Faye and she's Talia.
Tay.
Oh, it's Tay now?
I don't know. It rhymes better with Faye.
I mean, it does, but you don't have to like...
No, it's okay. I'll pick
Alright,
Tay.
cool.
We'll go with that.
Faye and Tay.
Faye and Tay.
Vibes. Okay, yeah. So welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying. And if you're not enjoying, it's okay.
You're not enjoying... No, I'm kidding.
She's like, get lost. Okay. No, it's all good. I mean, it's okay. It's not for everyone. It's just for vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then today we're discussing kid stuff.
Kid stuff.
Stuff from when we were
Childhood
kids.
stuff.
Yeah.
Childhood stuff. Not kid stuff. Childhood stuff.
I suppose a kid could be a goat, right?
Yeah.
A kid is called a goat, right?
Yeah. Baby goat. The
no,
baby goat.
not that.
No.
We mean like you're not it showing Ben 10 in the background.
Yeah.
Things from when we were
Speaking
like
of kid stuff.
our childhood experiences and stuff from when we were lighties.
Mm-hmm. Let's start with snacks.
Snacks. Oh, we had the best snacks. I feel like sweets and snacks today aren't as good as.
Facts.
Okay, wait. Before we get into snacks that still exist today, that existed when we were kids.
Not the same.
It makes me mad that it's changed.
Not the same. It does not slap nearly as much. But I think it's because back in our day, they didn't have a lot of food safety guidelines to follow.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
they did with when we like now.
That's very true. Like one of the things that always upset me is how Pringles got smaller.
Pringles got smaller, and I don't know if you remember Dub, right?
Yeah,
Dub.
from SVC2.
Dub used to make these like cheese curls kind of thing, right? He used to make like cheese curls. He used to buy like these little like that string of chips.
Yeah.
He used to make that, but the cheese curls version, and it used to be so good.
Oh, I remember.
Because they used to put MSG in those ones.
Oh yes, I remember. Oh, they can't anymore.
They can't put MSG in any of the foods anymore. But I still remember because they had like MSG like written big on the packet, and I was like, man, this tastes so lit.
Oh gosh, I remember what you're talking about. Yo, Dub used to be on everything, eh?
Dub used to be the. I didn't appreciate it enough.
What was the name of the Tube from Tube?
Yes, I didn't appreciate him enough.
Tube was. Okay, I don't know if everyone knows. Maybe there's Gen Zers. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so because the other day I wanted to take my niece to Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
And she was asking me, we were talking about costumes or what to dress up as, and then I said to her, "Oh, I'll probably go as Kim Possible," and she's like, "Who's that?" And I'm like,
No, unacceptable. You will sit and you will watch Kim Possible.
I was like, no.
What?
There's not that big of an age difference between us. How do you not know Kim Possible?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Low-key Kim Possible is how I knew I wasn't gay. Nah, dude. Like they knew what they were doing, bro. Kim Possible was hot, bro. No, Shigo was problematic, but hot, dude.
Facts.
Yeah, it was bad.
Facts.
It was bad. I can't believe she doesn't know Kim Possible.
Nope. She don't know Kim Possible.
That is insane. That is, a similar thing happened to me the other day. I was talking to my cousin, and I was like, yo, it was this massive bee, but it wasn't a bumblebee. It was just a big bee, a beefy bee. And I was like, yo, this bee's so big, might as well be a beedrill, And she's like, what's a beedrill? I'm like, oh, it's a Pokemon. She's like, what's a Pokemon? I'm like, what did you just say to me?
That at least she knows Pokemon. I'm at least,
yeah,
kind of okay with that.
Right?
She at least knows Pokemon.
The minute she said, I was like, what did you just say to me? She's like, what's a Pokemon? And I'm like,
Child.
Pikachu?
Child.
And she's like, oh. And I'm like, what do you mean, oh? How do you not know that this is a thing? Disowned. Like, I was very upset. And then everyone was like, but she's young. And I'm like, nah, dude. Nah, Pokemon.
Yeah. It's like timeless.
Pokemon was made for that age group. Come on.
It's timeless.
Get out of here.
It's time. I mean, she knows of it. She doesn't. I don't think she's got a particular interest in it.
I don't think she understands that. She didn't understand that Pikachu is a Pokemon. That to me is bewildering. I'm like, what?
Okay.
It's like,
now I don't know if she knows what Pokemon is because she knows Pikachu. But now you making me wonder if she knows that Pikachu is a Pokemon.
Exactly.
Or if it's just like a Pikachu.
Exactly. Like, I was like, yeah, Pikachu is a Pokemon. And she's like, what's a Pokemon? And I'm like, but you know Pikachu. And she's like, yeah, I think she just saw Pikachu like in places.
Probably.
And people are like, yeah, Pikachu. You know what I mean? But I don't think she knows that Pikachu is a Pokemon. He belongs to this like genus of
Like a whole fandom.
yeah.
It's probably just like, it's just a thing on its own.
It exists, you know. The idea to me, like, okay, Digimon, I'll give a pass because it's Digimon.
Yeah.
You know, Digimon had like a specific niche.
You had to be there.
Fandom.
You had to be there
You
for
had to
it.
be there. You had to be there for the like dorkiness of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was very dorky.
But I feel like Pokemon
But-
has stood the test of time.
I mean, come on, like Pokemon is still going today, dude.
Yeah, but I also feel maybe it's not like a niche thing, but it is still like nerd culture.
It is
and I
nerd
wouldn't say
culture.
everyone's in
Okay,
nerd culture.
no, look, it is nerd culture, but it's made for kids. Kids know Barney. Kids know Pokemon. Kids know, you know, that's just their thing.
I don't think she knows Bonnie.
Do you see what I'm trying to say? It's messed up, and I was like, what? I was very thrown off. I was very upset.
I should ask her. I should be like, do you know Bonnie? Do you know what the Teletubbies are?
Definitely should.
Do you know?
If you don't have Teletubbies, yes, I think it's problematic, man. All these things, like they were our childhood. You
They
know?
were our
We grew
childhood.
up on that, and Powerpuff Girls, and Samurai Jack, and
That too, I wonder if she knows any of that stuff.
okay, Samurai Jack, I'll give a pass because
Again, it's almost
but
niche.
Powerpuff freaking Girls, come on, Kim Possible, come on.
Nah, I was so surprised. I was like, girlie, I ain't taking
What
you.
did you do?
I ain't
man?
taking you to Comic Con. You don't know what's Kim Possible is.
Kim Possible is great, man. I love Kim Possible. Oh, thought it was so
We were talking about snacks, and I was going to talk about. I don't know if you remember, Smarties had this promotion for the Shrek movie
yeah.
with the huge green Smarties, like the jelly inside.
You know, actually,
That used to be
speaking
so
of
good.
promotions with
Oh.
Shrek on like treats and like snacks, they promoted everything. They promoted. Remember the Jabba juice?
Yes,
There was-
yes, they had Shrek on
There
the
was a
Jabba
Shrek
juice.
one. Yeah, I remember the Shrek one, and I remember everyone always wanted different characters, but the one that everyone always got was the princess one, Princess Fiona on it.
Yes,
But it wasn't
yes.
like Shrek Fiona.
It was like normal Fiona.
It was like normal Fiona.
Yeah,
You know, if
human
you know,
Fiona.
If you know Shrek, you know.
Yeah,
It
human
was human Fiona. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
with the dress and the
Yeah.
like long orange red
Red
hair
hair.
with like it's like plaited.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember everyone always got that one. You know, I have a very fond memory of that specific juice. They used to sell it at our tuck shop.
Yeah.
And we were so young that they didn't let us go to the tuck shop on our own. So just before break, they used to send like tuck shop, like
Like a monitor,
like a messenger,
almost.
yeah. And they used to have like
monitor.
a basket.
Yes.
And they used to go like a list of stuff. And they used to just get everything
Yes.
and then bring it back.
You had to like fill out almost like a form. Like you had to like order.
Yeah, and,
Yes.
and they had to give everyone their individual change.
Yes.
So they used to like order separately. I don't know how it worked. I was never the monitor.
I was the monitor.
Really?
I was like, yes, I get 2 minutes out of class. Amazing.
It was wild to me, and they used to bring it back to us, but it was only because a lot of the big kids were there, and they didn't want us to get trampled or whatever.
I don't know why they did it, but looking back on it, it made it a lot quieter at the tuck shop during break
Yeah,
times.
I think the whole point was to do that, but it was
Yeah.
only for the younger grades. They didn't do it on the older.
No,
grades.
they did it for every grade. But again, I think it took away that chaos of everyone ordering like toasted sandwiches
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Then everyone would just go to the tuck shop for like if they just want sweets or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Which is not everybody.
It makes life a bit easier. Now,
Yeah,
our touch up
yeah.
is still full, but they only did it for like grades 1 to like 3 or something. But also, I have to talk about snacks. We used to have the best snacks in the tuck shop, and then like we changed principles, and she's like, no,
No,
you guys have
snacks
too
is
much
not
sugar.
for-
You need to be eating healthy, and therefore we'll remove everything fun. No more Coke, no more soft drinks, no more anything. All we had was food, energy bars, like like Kellogg's energy bars. Yeah, dude. And then like for like drinks, they had these flavored waters, but it wasn't the nice flavored waters. Like it wasn't like a Quell or Quelle. I don't know how you say it. It wasn't like a Quell or Quelle or what's the other one? Bonaqua.
Bonaqua.
It was seltzer flavored waters. Seltzer flavored waters, man. And they took out. We had so many nice sweets. We had bloodsuckers, vampire teeth. We had this weird sweet. I can't remember the name of it, but it came like a little mini packet of 5. There were small green sweets, but they came with stickers. And you could collect the stickers. There used to be those. We used to have the best sweets. They took them all out. Everything gone. And it was bare.
I still remember every time we had a fun day, a tuck shop would sell alien spray.
Oh,
those were so good.
They were so good then, but have you had them now? It's
They're
like,
pretty bad now. I don't
It's
know
so
if it's
bad. It's like, what happened? This thing used to be bomb, and now it's just
I don't know if the quality went down or if I just grew up, but it's
I don't
so
know.
bad now.
I don't know. Sometimes I think they
They have
changed
such
the
flavors. It's like
changed the
marshmallow flavor,
You know what? I'm
bubblegum
convinced
flavor.
they changed the flavor because growing up, I've always loved Cocoa Pops.
Yes,
and I swear
they
to God, it's not the
so
same.
bad now.
It's not the same. It's not even a Rice Krispie anymore.
It's
like
not
a
even,
little.
it's not even.
It's like a little chocolate thing.
like a bowl.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's almost like like an oval
It's
ball.
got no flavor. It's got no flavor.
Yeah, it like
Absolutely no
crushes
flavor.
like right
And
through
it
like.
don't make the milk chocolate anymore.
Yeah, like if you left your Rice Krispies in the milk too long, I'm not saying this is the right way to eat it. Don't kill me. But if you did, it became like little rice pieces.
Yes.
They were like kind of squishy.
Yes.
It doesn't do that anymore.
It just stays crunchy, but like not nice crunchy. It like hurts your teeth kind of crunchy.
It's weird, and I'm like, they defos change it. So I'm convinced that everything we liked from when we were kids is not the same now.
Yeah.
Like, especially like the alien spray thing, because like no ways, right?
I can't find nice alien spray flavor. Like I said,
They
you can
all
only
taste
find like
terrible.
the marshmallow flavors, but the apple and the grape flavor used to be.
That grape one, I used to be like
Man.
purple mouth. I used to walk around with a purple mouth, man, and my mom used to think it was so terrible.
I don't know about
She used
you.
to be like, "What is this garbage you're putting in your body?" And I'm like, "But mom, it tastes bomb."
It tastes so good. Like I know you could take the top off.
Yeah.
You could technically just drink it like that.
Like juice, yeah.
But I always just spray it into the cap to make like a shot.
Yeah, same. Oh, the short one was peak, man.
Yeah.
Short one was peak.
I always used
Do
to
you
do
remember
that.
those sherbets that came? I'm pretty sure you can still get them though. Those are still nice. The sherbets that came in like a little box with a straw in it.
They have the packet ones now, but I've never found the box ones
The
anymore.
box ones were so great.
The box-
We used to put them in our top pocket and we used to be like,
I don't know if you remember, there used to be a sherbet that used to come in like a little tub, and it used to have a little plastic toy inside the sherbet. It was called something like Monkey Business or something like that.
yeah.
A little white tub.
That existed in the same time that there was that packet one with the foot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
This may sound so
With the
weird
foot.
to some people. But it was like this little foot that was
A little foot
candy sour
lollipop.
foot lollipop.
Yeah, and then
You're
you
supposed to
lick
put-
it, and then you dip
it in the sherbet,
Nom, nom,
and then
nom, nom.
oh, it was lit.
That was so good. The Pop Rocks version of that was the
Oh,
best.
I loved that one.
That's another thing you can't find these days is nice Pop Rocks.
I don't know. I haven't had it in a very long time, eh?
I've had it.
Sweets used to be bomb when we were kids. They were innovative.
Yeah, now they got like
It became very generic.
very generic.
Like even like a cereal is a big one for me. I feel like cereal used to be
Yeah.
so nice to eat back in the day, and now you have like one or two good cereals. That's it.
Even like I know Fruit Loops went away, and now they're kind of back,
They're kind of back. I've seen them,
but
around
they're
here.
whack.
People say they don't taste the same.
They don't.
Yeah.
They're whack, and they're like almost like really dull, like how Smarties got.
Oh no.
So like it's really
Smarties
whack.
used to be elite, but
The colors used to make it elite.
they dropped the game,
Yeah.
and I feel like Astros took it from them.
Facts.
Astros was like, really? Let me
Astros-
show you how it's done.
Astros was falling behind with Smarties, right?
Yeah.
And then Smarties went to like boring beige colors.
Yeah.
Boring beige, you know,
Versions
sweets
of
kind
the
of
colours,
things.
Yeah. And now Astros
And
is
now
peak,
Astros
man.
is
Oh.
Astros is killing it,
Oh,
man.
they're so good.
Killing it.
The thing is with Astros is they're too small to eat one by one. So you eat like
You have to be like
3 or 4 at a time. Yeah, like you put them in your hand and then you're like, you know,
Yeah.
and you crunch them. The thing is you can't stop. You'll finish that box in seconds.
Yes.
And it's so good. When you finish it, you're like, oh man. Like you almost wish you had a massive jar just filled with Astros.
Yes.
Flippin' awesome. I
Yes.
love them.
Oh.
Love them. Damn, I like sweets.
You know what my tuck shop used to have?
Hmm.
We were talking about it the other day actually. There was like frozen bags of juice. There's like frozen little sachets of juice.
Which ones? The standard ones, the ones that used to come out of nowhere and were always like
It was either in guava or
guava,
orange
yeah.
flavor.
Always guava.
Always.
Always. The orange
And
one.
then you bite the corn off and
orange
it's
one
like,
was
nom,
never
nom, nom,
around.
nom, nom.
Always guava, but it was lit. It was lit
that
on a
was
hot
lit.
day.
Yes.
You know what I always wondered on a hot day, like it's so hot the water bottle you had in the car, because you obviously did it in the back of the car.
Yeah.
The water bottle you had in the back of the car is warm. It's hot.
Yeah.
And you're driving and you're dying, and this guy in the middle of the road is selling a guava flavored ice.
Why is that? I said-
And it's cold.
Nom, nom,
it's
nom.
frozen.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I remember that. That was excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, those were good. Those were
We had
good.
some cool snacks, and like also like chips were great. Like they weren't so filled with air, you know.
Yeah, but they also used to get things in the chips, like
you used to get, like,
Tazos and
Tazzles.
stuff.
Yo, the Pokemon Tazzles.
No, the Dragon Ball ones, metal ones
The
used to
Dragon
click.
ones, the Dragon ones. Oh,
The one that
Dragon
used to
Balls ones
click.
were lit. Dragon Balls ones was cool. So I was there was two types of people.
Yeah.
There was the people who used them to play the game that was meant for, and there were people who collect. I like to
collected.
collect. Yeah, same. Nice. Yeah, I collected, and then I lost them all. I used to put them in a flip file.
Oh.
And my mom. So when I was a kid, I used to collect a lot of stuff. I used to collect those Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And my mom tossed them. She when I wasn't home, she was like, "Ugh, these kids have too much toys," and she just gave away everything. All my favorite stuff, my Power Ranger toys. Power Ranger toys were a thing back in the day.
Yes, you know what I had? What was his name? Action Man.
Oh yes,
I had Action Man.
I had like 3 of them. Oh. And then all of those stuff she gave away, and I was broken.
Yeah.
I was my comics, everything, and I was like, "Mom, what have you done? What sacrilege is this, man?" I was upset for like a month, maybe more. Oh, I was so angry. But yeah, I remember I had all of those, man. The Tazos, the Tazos. You even had people who would collect and play, and they'd only play with their doubles.
Yes. Because then if you lose, you have to like give away your Tazos.
And like when you played it, it got scratched.
Yes.
And like all white and stuff, you couldn't read it anymore.
Yes.
So he'd only play with it. So like, I remember what he used to do. He used to have a flip file like me with all of the ones he had. Yeah? And he used to say, "Okay, cool. Do you want to trade or do you want to play or whatever?" And if you wanted to play for one, because you could play for other people's Tazos, he'd say, "Okay, cool, I'll play for this one." But then he had like a bunch that he'd use for playing.
Yeah.
So that he didn't like damage the collection one.
Nice.
And he used to work really nice because Shami was really sweet. He used to like even give us, because he had like a whole bunch of like wrecked ones.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, don't wreck your one. Here's
You just take these
Here's a
wrecked
play
ones,
one." And I was like, vibes. Because you had to like smash them on top of each other for it to flip or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really fun. Oh, they were great. Chips. Chips back in the day were fantastic.
I feel like even the flavors now are not
As hard hitting.
not hitting.
I feel like Doritos is the only one that hits as hard.
No, you know what still slaps is Foxy Knacks.
Foxy Knacks.
They still slap.
Yo, Foxy Knacks were amazing.
They still every single flavor still slaps.
Gosh, they were.
Man.
We used to have them in high school, and we used to have like an inside pocket of our blazer.
Yeah.
And we used to put them there, but open, and then you just be like,
You know,
oh,
we used
it
to
was
put on the
excellent.
inside. It was called like choc sticks or chucky sticks
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
It was like a little tube of chocolate, but you have to warm it up, otherwise it's not going to come out.
Yeah. No,
That's what we used to
We used to
store
snack
there.
like that, and we used to think we were so cool. We'd just be like, you know what I mean?
As if
But
the
we
teacher
probably-
can't hear you going.
But we probably looked scruffy as hell, you know, with like crumbs everywhere. Gosh, but we loved it. It was so fun.
Gosh.
Being a kid was vibes.
Back in the class activities,
Oh,
right?
dude.
Back
And
in the
you used to
class
be like- You
activities.
used to be like, and you stop chewing because they look and you're like,
As if they don't know.
as if they don't know.
As if they don't know.
At some point, I feel like the teachers were just like, just eat, bro.
Just do it.
Just do what you gotta
Just
do.
do it.
Bro. I don't know why they like forbid it in class. If you're hungry and you want a snack, bro.
Distracting.
Oh,
We're in the
but
middle of
snack, if
class.
you want a snack, you make it easier for us, bro.
Okay, if I was a teacher, sure, I'd let my kids snack.
Yeah, I
in
would
class.
definitely let them snack. I'd be like, just don't make noise and things, but if you
Yeah,
wanna
just
eat-
do it quietly. Like, I understand chip packets make noise, but just don't be like.
Yeah, if your chip packet makes noise, open it enough so that it doesn't make a noise.
Yeah, you
know
could
what
make
I'm
a little bit of crinkly noise and put your hand in the bag and stuff.
Yeah, like
yeah.
don't make it like open a little and you have to go like
Yeah.
just getting and fishing in there. Like open it enough, like properly enough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then like grab some. And when
Yeah.
it's finishing, you know, put the chips at the edge or something, and then
Yeah, and don't make your homework dirty.
yeah,
Don't make your book dirty and
just be an
stuff
adult
like that.
about it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'll ban you. But also
Yeah,
share.
otherwise
Also
no
share
one
with
can
me.
eat snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
share with me. I'm a teacher. I deserve this. I had one teacher who was like that. He didn't
Really?
say share with the whole class. He said share with him. Yeah, I think his name was Mr. I could be mistaken, but like it was our math teacher or something. Like he'd see us eating and he'd come there and he wouldn't say it, but it was like tax. You know what I mean? And then he'd take a couple of chips and he'd carry on teaching, and then you eat, and it was vibes. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, my English teacher was also like that, but that was from a different school. It was a much smaller school, so it was different. But she would like keep coming back.
Wait a minute.
You'd end up sharing with her. Yeah.
Your English teacher, what was her name? Do you remember?
Hold on. It's escaping me now. Miss. I think it's Miss. It's called Miss M. Pretty sure it's Miss.
You know, one of your teachers at your small school was a teacher that came from my high school. She had a son she had a son that used to do rowing or something like that.
Oh, shoot, Miss. Fun something.
Fun something, right?
Yeah.
Fun something with a maybe like a fun or something.
Yeah,
like that.
fun something. He was in like nationals or something for a little
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
Miss Fun something. She didn't teach me specifically because I think that the subject she taught I wasn't a part of.
She used to teach like a social studies to us.
Yeah.
I think.
I didn't do whatever she taught. But yeah. I remember now. Wild. She came from your school?
Yeah.
Wild. It's cool. That's small world vibes.
It is really weirdly
Yeah.
small world vibes, right?
You know, it's weird because it's not like we like grew up in the same area. You were like
Yeah, we grew up in very different areas.
very different circles, very different.
Very
areas,
different circles.
Yeah.
Somehow we ended up in the same circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is really nice.
Yeah. Remember when you were kids? No. How did you feel? Like the TV shows we had was so great.
I
like
feel
the cartoons and stuff.
like, you know what was nice about it? That there was a certain time slot for it.
Yeah.
It almost feels like
Saturday
it's
morning
too accessible now.
Oh, Saturday morning cartoons were awesome.
KTV?
Dude.
Oh man.
I feel like it was like from the 80s, 90s had great cartoons.
Yeah.
And then like up until like recently, and then it like died. I think it died down because of social media, to be totally honest. And then like recently, I've noticed there's a big insurgence of like cartoons coming back.
Yeah. But I feel like that's more, I want to say adult cartoons.
Yeah.
Cartoons for adults
But that's
to watch.
the thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like they made cartoons, kids loved them. We grew up.
Yeah.
Kids didn't love them anymore,
Which is weird.
which is weird. But so now they're making a resurgence of cartoons and cartoon sequels and stuff.
For
an
adults.
older audience that was.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's a very weird thing. I think we just appreciated it, man. We
But
loved
that's weird that kids these days aren't into cartoons.
I don't know. I love them. I thought they were so cool and so much fun, and it was just great, man.
I mean, I feel like they also don't make as good cartoons. You don't have things like you
very
know,
few good ones. I think it's because there's less time put into them.
number one, less time, and I feel like it's a lot more PC now.
Yeah.
Like you can't show kids Ren and Stimpy like how
Yeah.
we used to watch Ren and
Yeah,
Stimpy.
you can't
know?
make things that are risque like they used to make wild.
It used to be
things.
wild.
They used to
Ren and Stimpy,
there were times
Rocko's
when-
Modern Life.
Like if
oh
you watch
my
like
goodness.
the old Bugs Bunny stuff today, sometimes you're like, he can't say
You're
that.
like, why you can't say
What do
that?
you mean?
That's illegal.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah. But it was a good time to be alive. It's just a clear indication of how cancel culture can affect stuff.
It does. I wouldn't even say it's cancel culture. I would just say it's just the current climate, the
It's
current
just
social
changed.
climate.
It's a social, yeah.
'Cause I mean-
society.
For us, we were watching Johnny Bravo, right? We don't see any issue with it. But if you
Yeah.
show Johnny Bravo now, with the context of how the social climate is at this moment,
Yeah, no, people will
you're
be
like, wow, this is
he's
kind
a
of
messed up guy.
this
Woman.
is kind of.
What is wrong with this guy? But for us, it was normal.
But for us, it was like,
Yeah,
it was
it
normal.
was-
Cow and chicken, we didn't question that.
Question it.
We didn't question
That
any
show
of that
straight up
shit.
had the devil in it.
And his booty cheeks were out the
There was
whole
just
time.
a devil in it, and none of us were the wiser.
None of us even cared. We were just like, haha, he's still wearing pants. Haha.
Weird guy. Yeah, no, I think it's different. Things have changed, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice that we had a good childhood.
I think so.
Cool snacks, awesome cartoons. It was a vibe. It was a cool time
Yeah.
to be a kid.
Not to say they are bad cartoons now. I mean, like, one of the ones I do like is Doc McStuffins. I think it's a very sweet show.
No, but there are definitely good
Yeah.
stuff now. I just think, so I'm not saying I'll ever be a parent. I'm just saying if I was a parent, I'd really
Yeah.
promote my kids to watch these stuff, like to watch cartoons and enjoy snacks. Because that was like a really fun part for me, you know, growing up. I really loved that stuff.
You really look back on that stuff and you're like, yeah, that's really...
Yeah, the shows meant so much. I can't tell you how much I still love Power Rangers
I
till
can't
today.
remember if I pressed record.
I can't tell you how much I loved Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Power Rangers was great for me. And till today, it's still janky and still
It's-
weird.
right.
And still
But
super,
that's part of the
super-
charm.
But I still love it.
It's part of
I'm
the
still
charm.
like, it's so cool. It's a very
Nah.
weird thing. I think it's just you connect to certain things when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have that. When you don't have that, I feel like you'll come out a much more boring person.
Now that you mention it, I think kids these days don't watch cartoons because they're all just watching TikTok.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like,
Like,
you come
their
out,
childhood is TikTok.
but you'll come out with like your personality is society's personality, not your personality.
Yes.
You know, it's not like you loved Pokemon and I loved Digimon and
Yeah.
you loved Sailor Moon and I loved Dragon Ball Z. It's not that anymore.
It's very uniform now.
becomes-
it's like all the
yeah.
kids are like, I love Addison Rae and you love Addison Rae.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
you know?
not the same thing, and I think
There's not like
that's
a,
what you lose.
There's not like a, you like Charlie D'Amelio and I like Addison Rae.
Yeah,
It's like, you know.
It's just. I think you lose that that element.
Individuality almost.
Yeah, because I mean, there were so many different kinds and so many cool parts of every kind, and some you like more than others, and I think they just lost. It's an easy way to lose that. You know?
I think there is that. Because again, it comes down to like, oh, you like Fortnite, and I like Fortnite. You like Among Us, I like Among Us.
Yeah, it's become easy to like get lost in what society wants you to like. You know,
it's also become easy to blend in.
Yeah.
You know, it feels weird to say this, but there's no more clicks.
No, but there's
no more clicks.
The thing is, okay, I'm not saying I support clicks.
Yeah.
But I will say is that when you were a kid and someone liked the same thing as you, it was revolutionary.
It was revolutionary.
Like when
but
I
now
was
you
a kid,
talk to anyone and you've got something in common with at least someone.
Like, so I had this like family friend, it's kind of like a cousin, right?
Yeah.
Still close to today. He's married and everything, so he's like started his life. But there was things that we connected on, and we weren't in the same. He was like a very sporty guy, you know. On the weekends, he always wore like, you know, football jerseys. Always about football. Very Portuguese dude. You know what I mean? And I was like super nerdy guy, but there was stuff that we connected on because we both like. Yeah. Till today, we both still love Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, and Power Rangers. Facts. To the point where I can be like, "It's morphing time," and he'll be like, "Tyrannosaurus." You know what I mean? Like, it's so geeky and so stupid, but it was powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was when you met someone who liked what you liked, it meant something.
Just on a final note, I just do want to say, now it clicks now. I feel things like the Goth Squad, the Emo Squad, all that kind of stuff has disappeared. Everyone's just the TikTok Squad.
Everyone's the same.
Everyone's just the Slay Squad.
Whatever is trending is what we like.
That's the squad. I feel like you don't get alternative people anymore, emos anymore.
Tonight will be the night
anymore.
that I will
and
fall
I'm
for you.
crying because I really that's the only thing I ever wanted to be when I was a teenager.
Same.
Was I wanted to be the Goth Squad, the Emo Squad.
Same.
And obviously my mom would be like, "Nah, Satan,
and I was like, but
this is
black
Satan business.
And chains, mom.
Yes, and
black and chains.
But it's so cool, mom.
It looked really cool. I really liked it.
Intermission. Hi.
Commercial break.
Cool, guys. That was another Pipin' Hot. Well, it was hot. I thought it was hot. I love talking about being a kid. I love being a kid. I'm a kid at heart.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We might do a part 2.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Let's see how people feel about this one. We might do a part 2.
Yeah. Cool. Bye.
Bye.